Shalom. First and foremost, we all praise the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The belongs to the apostles, the elders, the GMS who will well. Peace and salutations to the Akim, the elect, four corners pushing the truth and sincerity. Peace be unto you. I wanted to do a small lesson on reincarnation and how it's taught in the scriptures. I want to first go with Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Which should be one of my premises. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 1. One second. Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 1. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king of Jerusalem. So the son of David being Solomon. And, of course, he's hailed for his wisdom. And, of course, a wise man, whatever he has to say, you should listen up. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So, to make an example that one generation leaves, another generation comes, but the same earth remains intact. Salakia. I keep having an issue with this sliding down. Let's see if that helps. That's not helping. About this. Okay, that might work. Salakia. Okay, 1:4 says, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So the earth remains intact. It's always going to be remaining intact. You know, that goes also to cut this whole doctrine that the earth, the end of the world is going to be the earth is destroyed, which is another lesson that's talking about the end of the age. The sun also riseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteneth to his place where he arose. So now, he gives an example of the sun. It sets, it rises. It sets, it rises. It keeps going on. It's on a cycle. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north, and whirleth around continue, and the wind returneth again according to its currents. So let's say you got the wind blowing around. Some days it's not as windy as other days. Some days it's more windy than other days. So what happens to the wind? It says the wind blows. And it says where it goes. It says it goeth toward the south and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth around continually, and the wind returneth again according to its circuit. So the wind, it's not new wind that's coming. It's wind that's on a cycle. It goes and it comes right back according to its circuits. Verse 7, all the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. So look at the rivers. That's something to think about. You know, you got your rivers. Some of them spill out into the ocean, to the sea. And you would think that, damn, eventually that is going to, die out. That river's going to dry up, but no. What happens? That river keeps pouring out and out because the water comes right back again. So again, the water is on a cycle, but the same river remains there intact. The same sea remains there intact, but the water goes right through it and it comes right back. Verse 8, all things are full of labor, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before. So there's nothing new under the sun. After just mentioning things that go on a cycle, it's not new. It might seem new to you, but it's not. Verse 11. For there is no remembrance of former things. And why is he talking about no remembrance? Back up a little bit. Because he's talking about all these cycles. Water is on the cycle. Wind is on the cycle. And it's talking about the sun. It rises and sets. The sun is on the cycle. What else? Man, you're on the cycle. The spirits that's here on this earth, because this earth remains. One generation comes, another generation came. The spirits that came, it's not new. The spirits have been here before. Your flesh is what's new. That's the only thing. But your spirit has inhabited another fleshly body and it's been on this earth. And it passed away, it came again. Verse 9, I'm going to read that again. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it might be said, see, this is new? So, can the wind say it? No. He just named it. The sun? No. Water? No. So imagine those are significant things that's not man-made. These are found in nature, and spirits are not man-made. It's made by the Most High. So all these examples he's giving you, letting you know that, man, you're on the cycle as well. I'm going to go and get more verses that prove also reincarnation. This is chapter Mark chapter 9, verse 9 and 13, but I'm going to have to go over here in Malachi first, so you can get the gist of what's going on. Because the scripture says precept must be on precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. All right, this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers of the children and the heart of the children to their fathers, unless I come and smite the earth with a curse. So, that's a prophecy we just read. Now let's read Mark chapter 9 and verse 12. And he answered and told them, Elias verily cometh first. And matter of fact, I'll start a little bit up. Mark 9 and 10. And they kept that saying with themselves, questioning one with another what the rising from the dead should mean. And they asked him, saying, why say the scribe that Elias must come? Elias is talking about Elijah. Because they understood Malachi 4 and 5. They said Elijah, prophet, must come first. Verse 12, and he answered and told them, Elias verily cometh first, and restoreth all things, and how it is written of the Son of Man that he must suffer many things, and be set at naught. But I say unto you that Elias is indeed come, and they have done unto him whatsoever they listed, as it is written. So he said Elijah already came. And they did whatever they wanted to do with him. That's talking about John the Baptist. I'm going to read up a little bit further. Read up a little bit above. This is Mark chapter 9, verse 12. And he answered and told them, Elias verily cometh first and restoreth all things, and how it is written, the Son of Man. Slakia. Verse 12, and he answered and told them, Elias verily cometh first, and restoreth all things, how it is written of the Son of Man, that he must suffer many things, and he said it not. But I say unto you that Elias is indeed come, and they have done unto him whatsoever they listed, as is written of him. So, Salakia, basically, he's talking about John the Baptist, because, they killed him. Elias, read the scriptures, and at the beginning of Mark, Salakia, of John, they asked him. Matter of fact, I'll go there. This is John chapter 1, verse 18. No man hath seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. And this is the record of John, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, Who art thou? And he confessed and denied not, but confessed, I am not Messiah, the Messiah, which is Christ in English. And they asked him, What then? Art thou Elias, which is Elijah? And he said, I am not. Art thou that prophet? And he answered, No. So why are they asking him, Are you Elijah? Because they understood that reincarnation exists. Elijah been dead. So why would you ask him if he's Elijah? Because they understood reincarnation. Now, also, if you read Ecclesiastes that I just read, the first chapter says there's no remembrance of former things. So he doesn't know. He's in his ignorance saying he's not Elijah. But that's who he was. He was Elijah. And one more verse. Let me get this in Matthew chapter, because this could be a whole hour lesson. This is going to be Matthew 28. John, Mark, Matthew. Matthew 28 in verse, Salaki, 19 and 28. That's what it is. Matthew 19:28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, coming back in your flesh, well, not the flesh that you died, but coming back again into another flesh, that ye, because re means again, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So that's talking about in the regeneration. And on that note, I want to say all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles, peace and salutations, shalom.